Let's try this again. Looking at the astrology charts, everything is pretty much on the horizon. It's above the horizon, I should say. So, like, the work we're doing right now, spiritually, is out there. Not much is hidden. Um, so right now, um, in the 12th house, we have the Sun, the North Node, and Uranus. Um, Now, the 12th house is ruled by Pisces. So it rules spirituality, it rules the subconscious, it also rules like escapism and drugs and things that imprison us psychologically. So right now, being that we have the Sun, the North Node, and Uranus in Taurus, all in Taurus in the 12th house, that means that, like, we're creating from this now a future of becoming aware and, like, integrating our shadow aspects and, like, doing this dance of, like, freedom and imprisonment, this, like, Eight of Swords dance that's like, what are the things that imprison us and how can we work with those, because we can't really just, like, cast off all of our chains in one instant. Like, we need to learn to work within the confines that we're given. That's part of being a physical human. So, but the Taurus energy is really grounded. It's really about its comforts. Um, so, like, this is calling for our self expression through that, especially with Mercury and Gemini in the 12th house. We want to express where we are, the prisons that we're living in, I should say, the restrictions that we're living in, and communicate that and, like, live that and fully embody and ground ourselves into that. That's the Uranus and Taurus. I mean, that's what's going to drive us forward, the North Node in Taurus. I mean, all right, moving forward in the 11th house. 11th house is Aquarius, which rules, like, personal liberation and bringing our inner world to be in harmony with our outer world. We have Venus in Aries, Chiron in Aries, Jupiter in Aries. Now, these three, like, if we're looking at it personal liberation, that means our outer world matches our inner world. We're living our love full force with fire. That's the Venus. And in our woundedness, Chiron is the wounded healer, right? It's the place that we're all broken that we want to help others heal. That's how we find freedom, is that we recognize our own brokenness and we help others who are there as well. It's a slippery slope because we don't want to dwell in those things, but we also can't ignore those things because they will continue to rear their heads. And then Jupiter being there, that's expanding right now. That is something that is bringing us through this time of expansion. Also in this 11th house of personal liberation and freedom and bridging our worlds together, is Mars and Neptune in Pisces. So this is a deep intuitive thing. And spirituality. Like, we're really digging into our spirituality head first going into that. Moving forward, I mean, in our 10th house, which is our career, our social status, it's our ambition, it's ruled by Capricorn. In our 10th house, we have Saturn in Aquarius, right? So, like, and Juno in Pisces. I don't talk about Juno too much, but, like, Juno kind of rules relationships. So, like, we're building deep connected relationships in kind of a professional way, and the knowledge that we're going through, what we're learning about ourselves and about the world or your particular area of study, is like helping your career, your status, and your career, how you influence the world. Excuse me. Moving forward, I mean, we also have the part of fortune. Also, don't talk about that too much. In Aquarius, in the ninth house. Ninth house is a lot about philosophy, travel, gaining new perspectives. So in the ninth house right now, we have that part of fortune in Aquarius. That means like this study, this higher perspective that we're allowing ourselves to explore in consciousness holds a lot of value for us. It holds a lot of wealth. Also in the ninth house of philosophy and perspective and travel, we have the moon in Capricorn currently, and we have Pluto in Capricorn. So like emotionally, we're going into this. We're going into like perspectives that we never thought we would go into, and it's allowing for us to transform. It's allowing for us to really embody our true emotional self and live there. So that's pretty much what's going on. I mean, there's some aspects going on, like Mercury in Gemini is trining this Pluto in Capricorn, so like it's working together with how we communicate. And it's pretty close to trining like the Sun in Taurus too, so like how we communicate, how we express ourselves in our place of comfort and our place of the good life is causing us to transform because we're really taking ownership for who we are and what feels good to us. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. I would say if I'm going to offer any advice, it's like this is all about personal growth. Nothing's a mystery unless it's a mystery to you. If you don't know yourself, know yourself. That's what this is about. Anyway, much love. Stay strong. These are interesting times. Things are changing all the time. So continue with growth. Much love.